When I started acting like a caveman, dating became easy. But 4 years ago, I would see a very attractive girl and actually get angry because I knew I didn't have the courage to approach her. And I knew that if I even did work up the courage, I wouldn't be able to hold a conversation. But now, if I see an attractive girl anywhere I go, I can easily approach her, hold a conversation indefinitely, and a good portion of these women I'm able to get dates with. Now, for over a year, I've been helping other men to learn this skill set so they can attract options into their dating life and then choose the best possible long-term partner from a place of abundance. So in this video, I want to reveal what I mean when I say I started acting like a caveman and how that actually changed my dating life, completely transformed it. So what I mean when I say that is that instead of thinking so much and being in my head, I started to shut off my brain and started to just take more bold action, sort of like a caveman. Okay, I don't think this gets talked about enough, and there's two reasons why this completely changed my results with women that I want to talk about, and this will definitely relate to you. Okay, so the first way that I started acting more like a caveman is when I see an attractive girl now, I don't think in my brain of what is the best thing to say, what is the right moment to approach. I just go for it. Okay, why do I do that? Let me explain what it was like for me before I adopted this mindset, okay? So maybe I'd be in the gym or something and a very attractive, fit-looking girl would walk into the gym, okay? She would walk in immediately. All right, things are happening. I'm just absolutely attracted to this girl when I see her, okay? Then she walks over, I don't know, maybe to the leg press machine. She starts doing some leg presses. In my mind, I'm like fantasizing about going up and approaching her, but then of course my human intellect is giving me rationalizations for why I shouldn't do it at this specific second. Oh, okay, she's working out on the leg press. She's busy right now. You know, you shouldn't approach women in the gym. You need to do this at the perfect moment when the time is just right. Okay, so maybe I would wait a bit. I would do a couple more exercises, and then I would look over and the girl would move away to some completely different segment, or maybe she'd just be gone. Okay, so I would miss my opportunity. And this wouldn't just happen in the gym. This would happen in nighttime venues. This would happen absolutely everywhere I went, when in my mind I was thinking that I was being strategic, but in reality, I had just missed my opportunity. Okay, that happened to me so many times that I started to get the lesson, okay, that there is no perfect opportunity to approach a girl, right? There's no perfect, opportunity where there's like a rainbow over her head just leading directly to her. She's just standing there with her legs wide open, beckoning you over, right? There might be a friend around. She might have some headphones in. She might be sort of preoccupied. But guess what? You don't approach that girl, she's gone. She's gone with the wind, okay? Maybe some other guy will. And the problem with having a human intellect is your mind is so good at coming up with all these excuses that sort of sound reasonable, right? Like you might see a very attractive girl walking down the street and your mind tells you, well, that girl definitely has a boyfriend, right? She's way too hot to be single. I shouldn't even try. It's a complete waste of my time, right? There's so many different rationalizations that your mind is gonna come up with in that moment. Oh, I'm not good enough for her. She looks way out of my league. Oh, I didn't shave today. Man, I look sloppy. There's no point in me going up. Okay, all these excuses. And then what happens 2 minutes later when she walks away? Okay, you're in regret inevitably. You missed your opportunity and she's gone. Okay, and then what happens? Friday rolls around and you don't have a date, right? You're really feeling that on a Friday, Saturday night that you haven't taken action, and that's when it stings. But when you're out in the field, surrounded by women, your mind just wants to come in and try to prevent you from having success. So that is why I have created a caveman code of conduct when it comes to approaching women. I don't know if cavemen had a code of conduct, but basically it's like my discipline of having to approach women supersedes any bullshit excuse or thought that might come up in the moment, because the reality is it's going to be fine either way. I'm going to be safe. This fear is not real. It's fake. It's all in my head. And I've established that in my off time at home, maybe doing some meditating or journaling, and that is in my code of conduct now when I go out. I don't think, I don't wait for the right time. I don't wait to think of the right words to say. I just go in, even if it's a basic opener. Hey, excuse me, how are you doing? It's better than missing your opportunity, right? So that's number one way you have to be bold, and that's gonna get you out there into some actual interactions with women. Now, the second way I became more bold with women that really helped me was in the actual conversation with my expression. Okay, so starting out, I was more afraid of getting rejected than actually winning. Okay, so I was playing it safe in the conversation. Okay, basically just making friends with women. All right, never teasing for fear of offending the girl, never flirting for the same reason, not telling, a crazy story, never disagreeing with the girl, never telling, the joke that was at the tip of my tongue that I really thought was funny, okay, because of a couple reasons. All right, number one, I didn't want to get rejected, right? I cared too much about trying to win them all that you end up winning none of them, okay? That's the first number reason that you have to get over. The second reason is that as a beginner, you don't have any social calibration, okay? You don't have experience approaching a lot of women yet, and so you want to be bold. Maybe deep down inside, you've probably heard that that's a good idea, but you're afraid to because you don't actually know how to be bold in a way that's not too bold, right? In a way that's still that the girl can relate to, right? Because freeing your expression and becoming more confident, it's not all about saying absolutely anything that comes to your mind. That is not good game. That's actually sort of self-centered. There's a girl involved here, right? So you have to be able to relate to the girl while being bold. And that is the sweet spot right there. Where you're just at the edge, where you're being bold, but you're not over the top, where this girl is just like, this guy's a fucking lunatic. When you get to that zone, okay, you are walking on water. It's amazing. But with that said, the only way to actually figure out where that is through taking action. Okay, it's through doing risky stuff that you think is way over the top, okay, that you would never say to your boss, or you probably wouldn't say on social media. Now, this is the only way to get socially calibrated and to actually sort of build a mental map of what is calibrated and what isn't. Okay, there's no flow chart that you can read online to do this. There's no course that can teach you to do this. There's too much input, there's too much data. The only way to figure this out is by actually going in field and saying things that, once again, you think are way over the top. Okay, you don't have to go from 0 to 100, right? If you're a beginner, like if you're a complete beginner, then, pushing the limits, right, is maybe just giving the girl a compliment. Or maybe it's as simple as just going up to the girl and starting a conversation, right? But the goal should be to move the boundaries and get out of the mental prison, okay, so you can finally see how bold you can really be with women, okay? Because when you find where that is, it makes a huge impact on women, all right? I can just tell you this. Like the other day, I'm in the gym, right? And I've been sort of teasing and flirting with the front desk girl a bit. And so this thought comes into my mind, this flirting line, and it's pretty bold. Okay, but I already have the social calibration from all of these previous experiences to know that I am at the level with this girl of comfort that I can actually say this line and get away with it. And you might be curious, what was the line, Joseph? Well, I tell this girl, weren't we supposed to go in the hot tub? Or when are we gonna go in the hot tub together? And then I sort of gave her a flirtatious look, right? And that's not something I would do immediately, okay, to a girl, to the front desk gym girl that I just met that day, right? I would never do that. But I had all this previous experience of me pushing the limits and testing this stuff to know what I can get away with. And that is very powerful, okay? Both of these things, just shutting off my brain when I see women and going for it, and pushing the limits, okay, to actually find that calibration, just changed everything for me. And if you don't have the confidence or the dating life that you want currently, and you want to personally work with me so that I can help you get to the next level rapidly, you can click the link below this video. It's going to take you to my website. There's going to be a video with a lot more information on how I can help you. That's all I have for the video today though, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon.